Hi, welcome to SBR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. We are previewing Week 3 of the NFL preseason, talking right now with Joe Duffy from Offshore Insiders.com, one of the best people in the world to be talking about this with. You know, his historical record. He's been a winner in the industry since the late 80s and even up through last week. He has given us winners in these videos. He's 16-9 against the spread in the NFL preseason. Joe Duffy, thanks so much for doing all these calls with us. And most importantly, I guess, thanks so much for all the free winners.
All right, no, thank you, Peter. And we're going to have many free and premium winners for years to come.
All right, and if anyone is interested in signing up with your service and getting your premium plays for this upcoming season, give a quick plug for OffshoreInsiders.com.
OffshoreInsiders.com, one of the very few handicappers who my plays have been public since the 1980s score phone days. Maybe some of you remember me of JD of the ACC. Yep, you finally found me after all these years. But yeah, we go back many, many years. Literally, these gray hair that I have, they're very much real. But my plays are now at OffshoreInsiders.com with a lot of productive experience.
All right, well, this is a game we're going to really need your experience because with my amateur handicapping skills, I couldn't make heads or tails of this line. It's Denver -7. What do you like here, Joe Duffy?
No, I am definitely going to take the points here.
Okay.
You know, 7 points is a pretty lot, even for Week 3 of the preseason. Monte Ball, the Broncos' top running back, he did return to practice. We still think he's doubtful. They don't have a ton of depth there, but more importantly, it looks like the Texans, they're Adrian Foster, Andre Johnson, their two best weapons. They've been increasing their workload. They should play. Remember when they were humiliated 2 weeks ago? Those guys weren't even in the lineup. Also, you know, Brian Cushing, Jonathan Joseph, they look like they're all going to play. So Houston should be pretty close to healthy. And keep in mind, this is one of those things that I don't know if this is one of my golden rules as much during the preseason as it is during the regular season. We've used it in basketball, but everybody looks to see how a team responds after they got the rear ends handed to them, as Houston did 2 weeks ago. But true team, quality teams, they have a chip on their shoulder for a while. And I think Houston was pretty embarrassed by the way they played, but it also came with some decent explanation as most of their top players were out of that game anyway. So, yeah, I still think that the Texans will have a little bit of a chip on their shoulder. Why should Denver really care all that much? Not much. I mean, there's no question if this were a regular season game, it would be a whole horse of a different garage. But taking the big points here, and, you know, another one of those, again, I said I don't like trends, but I do like angles. And when you go against a home team that allowed 3 points or less in the first half of their last game, and they're playing a team that's off a double-digit win, going with the road team is 34-8 against the spread. So that all that on top of what I just said, the Texans are the play.
All right, yeah, but the Pats is a similar situation to this as well, right? The Pats, similar kind of team in terms of elite level to Denver, and you like the Pats this week as a sort of similar sized favorite.
Yeah, no, and especially once you get up to 7, it is a bigger underdog. But no, I'm not afraid to lay the lumber. I'm really, for the most part, an underdog player. But people shouldn't fear, even somebody with my bias, you shouldn't be afraid to lay the big number in the right circumstances. But no, I do think that the Texans, as I said, they look so much better with their key players in the lineup, and they still have a little bit more to prove. I mean, you know, when you're Denver and you have a spectacular regular season every year and then, you know, you kind of blow up in the playoffs, I mean, how are you going to get all that fired up even for the third game of the preseason?
All right, Houston +7 it is. Joe Duffy from OffshoreInsiders.com. Thanks so much.